Hey tale tellers, good morning or good evening. Before we dive into today's SCP, if you enjoyed this episode, can you give me a big old like and leave some feedback? That would be great. Now, turn the lights off and the sound up, and get ready for something different. Hey, those are holes in you. Don't struggle. They're healing, and it's all thanks to those ciphers. Don't stop. You're healing faster. Stay with me. Our next cipher will blow your mind. Still, there is comedy in the darkest of places. SCP-018. The Combustion Virus. Object Class: Elucid. Special Containment Procedures: only those with Level 4 clearance and written permission from Data Expunged may have access to the Combustion Virus. Full hazard gear including suit, gloves, and an oxygen tank must be worn at all times, especially when inside the containment area. Suits must be sprayed with the disinfectant shower before leaving the containment area. If the containment area is breached, the entire area must be exposed to ultraviolet light and then bleached. Those who are suspected of being infected must be quarantined for at least 10 days. If no symptoms manifest after the 10th day, the quarantine can be lifted. Description: the combustion virus is a contagious virus that appears to be a mutated version of the Data Expunged virus, but with Data Expunged segments in its RNA instead of Data Expunged. The virus is human-specific, but it spreads by rats who act as passive carriers. The virus can also be spread through sexual intercourse and exposure to infected blood. The virus infects adipocytes and leukocytes, inducing both to absorb nutrients at a vastly accelerated rate. As the nutrients are absorbed, infected B cells produce and secrete large quantities of a modified human antibody. Adipocytes expand and proliferate, and the organism's caloric intake increases. When the concentration of adipose tissue reaches a critical point, the viral antibodies instigate systemic cell lysis, followed by an unknown process leading to spontaneous combustion of the infected individual. There is a 1-week incubation period before initial symptoms begin to occur. The duration of these symptoms depend entirely on the body fat percentage of the infected. Infection proceeds through 4 distinct stages. Stage 1. During the first week, there are no major symptoms, though subjects may report being slightly tired. Stage 2. In the second week of infection, subjects will begin to experience hot flashes and an increased appetite. Stage 3. Infected subjects demonstrate extreme polyphagia. They will do anything in their power to obtain food or anything edible. During this stage, metabolism slows down significantly and weight gain proceeds rapidly. There is no set time that will elapse before the 4th and the final stage. In order for the virus to complete its life cycle, it must be composed of 55% body fat. Stage 4. Once the subject reaches 55% body fat, the urge to eat will stop, though subjects report increased instances of hot flashes. Soon afterwards, the body will go through an extremely violent version of widespread cell lysis. As cells burst, the modified antibodies catalyze the ignition of fatty compounds through unknown means. The body is incinerated from the inside out via the wick effect, with the additional fat serving as a fuel source. Because stage 4 is largely asymptomatic, subjects are never aware when combustion will occur, and the exact time is apparently random. Addendum 1. The first recorded incident of the combustion virus was reported in 1673 by Frenchman Jonas Dupont. In his book, De Essendis Corpus Humani Spontanus, he wrote about a case in Paris where a man was acquitted of killing his wife as the jury agreed that the wife died due to spontaneous human combustion. It should be noted that the woman was incredibly overweight at the time of her death. It wasn't until the death of Mary Reesa on July 2, 1951, that the virus was brought to the Foundation's attention. Despite the Foundation's best efforts, This information was leaked to the national media along with pictures of the incident. It is believed that most reported cases of spontaneous human combustion are caused. Addendum 2. The virus is estimated to have existed since Data Expunged, and thought to have originated in Data Expunged. Because of widespread poverty and malnutrition present in many European countries at the time, instances of 3rd and 4th stage infections were rare. North America has experienced the most cases of the virus in the last century. But because of cleaning conditions and active rat population control, the virus cases have dropped significantly. Fewer than Data Expunged people a year die from late-stage combustion virus. Addendum 3. Due to the United States' current obesity epidemic, it is crucial that wild combustion viruses be eradicated. The exposure that would result from a wide-scale epidemic would be disastrous to successful containment efforts. Dr. Data Expunged. Addendum 4. During testing, it has been discovered that people who have diabetes have a natural immunity to the combustion virus. This has not helped in the development of a treatment for the virus, and it remains incurable. Wild infections that are expunged, and an alternate cause of death provided. Addendum 5. It was discovered by Agent Data Expunged that the virus can spread by exposure to the ashes of a deceased victim. Containment and epidemic contingency protocols are being amended, and emergency services personnel who responded to Mrs. Data Expunged call have been detained for evaluation.
Excellent. Those holes are gone. Still, you are worse for wear at the moment. You need some time to rest. Sleep. Close your eyes. And remember.
Thank you so much for listening. It's because of people like you that keep this podcast going, really. Telltellers like yourself and your friends are the people that help spread these great stories around. So I have much to thank you for. And please don't forget, I love receiving requests from Telltellers, that's you guys, where I get stories from fans, both from the web and their own personal accounts. So please, contact me on SoundCloud, where I have my email listed below, and I promise you, your story will be put up here for all to hear. If you have a Twitter account, send me stories via direct message, and I'll respond straight away on getting it put together. Also, don't be shy. Us Telltellers are a great company. There are many links in the description below, and if you ever use Podcast Addict, feel free to subscribe to me there, and you can download these stories for free for offline use. Not to mention you can always download them at SoundCloud. And as always, thank you so much, Telltellers, and till next time.